Pay attention to this.
Everything that she went through and what happened to her is incredibly raw every single day, and that's not me being paranoid. That's just me not wanting a repeat of the past. And if anybody else knew what I knew, be it a father, be it a husband, be it anyone, you'd probably be doing exactly what I'm doing as well.
He was talking about his mother and his wife, and he said, if you knew what I knew, we will never know this full story, but this is not a controlling wife getting him to leave his family. You can hear it.
He's genuinely terrified, and actually William has been terrified as well. He's been very, very protective of Kate and their children. But this is Prince Harry obviously taking it to a different level. He's the spare, as it were. William's the heir, so he knows his way forward. So Prince Harry has always had a little bit more leeway, but now he really is taking it to the next level, going, look, Meghan and I need to put our happiness first and our safety first.
I know you bring the point of, William and Kate have gone through their journey, but is there any comparison to what we are seeing Meghan Markle endure as being a commoner, as being Black, as being an American? Is it comparable to anything?
It is all very unprecedented, and you saw that in the Queen's statement. She's busy being a grandmother there. The Queen became Queen in 1952, February 1952, and if you think back, if you watched the first season of The Crown, it was all His and Her Royal Highness and all very, very formal. And the Queen in that statement is saying, look, this is my grandson. I'm here to help him. Obviously, he's fragile. Obviously, there's that state of mind. Also, don't forget, this is a human story for the Queen. She's 93 years old. She's very much loved. She's had to deal with Brexit. She's had to deal with Prince Andrew and all that disappointment. And also her husband. Her husband, Prince Philip, is 99 this year. And a lot of people at home, you have to look after older ones, the seniors in their family. No, it's very hard looking after someone, who's almost 100. So she's got a lot to cope with at 93.
So who is Meghan Markle's support system at this point? For Harry as well, are they really on their own? Prince William released a statement basically saying, it's a quote, I can no longer put my arms around my brother. I have a brother, and we all talk about family here. Forget that, well, you can't forget they're royal, let's not be crazy. They are royals, but to hear him say, I can no longer put my arm, I thought about that scene of them walking behind their mother's casket. And now he's saying, I can't put my arms around you anymore.
Well, that was supposedly a friend. That wasn't a direct quote from William.
Yeah.
And actually, William and Harry yesterday put a joint statement out saying there had been a story that William was busy bullying Harry, and they put about a joint statement out going, absolutely not.
So there's no divide between them?
They're trying to help Harry. Obviously, all members of the family wanted Harry and Meghan to remain very much central to the royal family. The Queen says it in their statement. That was part of Prince Charles's vision when he becomes king, that both his sons would be front and centre, along with their wives. But obviously, they want to have their own path, so the royals are busy trying to make that happen and help that happen. But it's complicated.
You're an insider. It's complicated. So let's just go through the line. So there's no divide between the brothers. Is that true or false?
I think there are certainly arguments have gone on, but at the same time they want to help because William obviously wants Harry to remain as part of the family. But there's always a difference. William is the heir. He knows his way forward. He knows his path. It's always, throughout history, the spare, as it were. That's Harry. There's always struggled to find their own way. In most recent history, Princess Margaret, then you saw it with Prince Andrew. But William has a vested interest in making sure that Harry and Meghan are OK here because his children, Louis and Charlotte, are going to be facing this situation in 20 years' time.
That's a good point.
He needs to make sure that they're OK.
Now, looking ahead for Meghan and Harry, financially, what are the rules of engagement here? What is the branding? There have been rumors that they're going to write a book, that they would go on tour, that they could monetize off the brand that they've built. Is that the case?
Or monetize being a member of the royal family. That's always been very, very tricky, and other royals have struggled with that. What I always say to Americans is one of the reasons why you love the royal family so much is because you don't have to pay for them. When you did have to pay for them, you got rid of the royals pretty quickly. You were like, no, see ya later, Britain. But obviously in Britain it's very different. The royal family, they're not celebrities, they're public servants. And the sort of deal is, OK, you do all the duties, and for that you get the palaces and the clothes and, your servants and so forth. And Harry and Meghan have gone, OK, we want to do our duties some of the time, but not all of the time. So how does that work out with payment?